Hi, everyone. I'm so happy you're here. If you've been following my work, you'll know that I talk a lot about reinvention and breaking free from our cages, the shoulds and the expectations, and reconnecting with who we truly are underneath all the conditioning. Now, money or the relationship with money is one of the most charged areas where this conditioning comes up. For many of us, money is tangled up with our worth, with what we believe we deserve, with the stories we inherited about having, asking, receiving, things like, it's not okay to want too much, or asking for more is selfish or greedy. Money is also a link to our ability to receive. How freely do we allow ourselves to receive? As women, especially, we're conditioned to be amazing givers, givers of our time, our energy, our expertise. And when it comes to receiving, that's where we get a little uncomfortable, at least some of us, or many of us do. And there's a lot of stories and blogs around money that I encounter, both, I've encountered it myself, that I encounter with my clients, that lead us to often undercharge for our work or accept to be underpaid, that lead us to feeling guilty for wanting financial freedom, that lead us to apologize for desiring more, including more money, that lead us to give away our financial power. So all these are conundrums and situations that I see in my work. So one of the cages we want to break free from is the money cage, and to shift our relationship with money so that we can open up more flow, more possibility, more freedom in our lives. So when Itzel told me about her new challenge called Money, the spiritual game, I immediately saw an alignment and a connection, because she's addressing money the same way I approach reinvention, or similarly as identity work, as dismantling of conditioning, and as learning to receive without shame or guilt. So I hope I got this right. But I've been following Itzel's work, and I'm really excited to have this conversation with her here. So Itzel, welcome. So glad you're here. And yeah, tell us a little bit about who you are, first of all, and yeah, we'll get to your challenge after that.
Thank you so much. I am so grateful and excited to share this space with you. And when I thought about an intro and a connection of your work and mine, you just described what I had in mind. It's exactly in complete alignment. You described what you call cages around money. For me, I call that our programming, right? All these. Well, before we jump into it, just quickly introducing myself. My name is Itzel. I am a specialist in reprogramming the subconscious mind, and I've made it my purpose to help purpose-driven women to unlock themselves by clearing all this subconscious programming, so that we can be who we are meant to be. So back into the money cage, like absolutely. I call that our subconscious programming. It's our conditioning. Is everything we heard about money since we were kids, is if we ever saw our parents fighting over money, is even the common knowledge, when people say, wash your hands, money's dirty, like things as small as that. But it's also now, as grown-ups, when we see evidence of the abuse of power, right? Billionaires probably not using the money for the best causes. It makes us also subconsciously want to reject that kind of money and power, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I see in these opportunities, not only the importance of clearing our conditioning around money, but it's actually to create a new narrative about what money can be. Because when we look in history, and this is true for pretty much any area in our lives, women didn't get to put their signature into our current belief system or into how we run businesses. By the time I was born, and probably most of your audience, women still needed male cosigner to get a business loan, right? It's in very recent history that we actually had a say in how we should shape the world. How should we market? How should we sell? What should we do with money in general? So I see in the process of clearing these money blockages, also start to create a new narrative where we can imprint the feminine into what money can be, and see money as prosperity, for everyone. Money as generosity, money as love, and also money as a testament of spiritual alignment. And that's why I wanted spiritual to be at the center of the name of this program, because it's one of the big limiting beliefs that we think money separate from being good or being spiritual. And I think this is such an important opportunity, that adding the feminine is also understanding that money, the essence of money, is abundance, right? And abundance comes from the source of life. And that is your birthright to receive and to have everything you desire. And this is also where the worthiness part comes in. Because when you realize you don't need to become anyone else, that being who you are is enough to receive, your life changes in very meaningful ways.
Right. Yeah. And you talk about abundance, and when you think about money, a lot of us have a scarcity money mindset around money. A lot of us have inherited that, right? Money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work really, really hard. And we're not against work, but it's just like it becomes such a block, like such a condition for us to be able to receive, that we have to earn it literally, by burning out even sometimes. So
Yes, and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's part of the narrative
Uh,
that we gotta change. And actually, I was writing the other day, money as love is meant to be received, not earned.
mm, all right. So tell us more about what is possible during this challenge, and what will people experience? Like, give us a bit of a walk us through.
Yes. So what people will experience is like a complete shift in how you see money. Just what I just said, money is not to be earned, it's to be received. It's like, what? So
That's
it's
pretty revolutionary.
that's pretty revolutionary. Like, tell me more about that, because it's not about not working anymore. It's not about creating. You will still create, you will still work, but the difference is from what place will you do it.
Mm,
When you know yourself enough, when you know yourself worthy, when you know that life supports you, that you are sustained, and that you are already abundant, when you feel that, you start creating out of true inspiration, out of what you really want to create. You stop limiting your creative power by just the need to prove yourself through creating more money, right? So
mhm.
many entrepreneurs, for example, they would love to do a certain program, but no, that doesn't pay. So let me sell to corporates, right? So
Yeah.
we start compromising our mission and our desires because we have these beliefs that money will not come from that. So people will experience this shift. They will feel already wealthy. They will have evidence in their lives that money can come to them when they find alignment. Like, the more joyful you are, the more aligned you are to yourself, the more opportunities come to you. The unexpected money can come, which is such a powerful evidence that you don't have to work hard for money. You just have to create from a place of alignment and joy.
Right.
So very particular examples. I've had women who, they've closed their business for the year. It's like, yes, I reached all my goals. And suddenly the client calls, I have 60,000 more that I need to invest. And they are like, I had women that have found money, in envelopes, in envelopes in the forest, out of nowhere. But more importantly is their shift in their identity. because money is just one aspect of it. The program is going to touch your life in all aspects on how you relate to life itself and what's
Mm-hmm.
possible when you live in abundance and enjoy. And then through the support of reprogramming and clearing these blockages, you will feel more ready to take opportunities. You will ask for money more easily. You will, not only the opportunities that will come to you, but you will be more ready to seize them, right? To say, no
Right.
problem. We talk about money infrastructure, how to get ready to receive more money. So it's all this beautiful combination between not only the spiritual side, but also the practical side of it.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it sounds like, first of all, what makes me think is taking away all the charge and the baggage we attach to money, right? Like taking all the emotional charge from it and shifting that. And the other thing you said that made me think of, we were used to relying on external validation, and this is more about, okay, I am worthy just for who I am, and I am worthy of receiving. And of course, that has a ripple effect in every area of your life, right? Because how you do anything is how you do everything at the end of the day. So, if you're in an abundant mindset, you will receive money, you will receive opportunities, you will receive, I don't know, relationships. It's kind of a broader mindset shift. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, because we create what we focus on.
Mm-hmm.
So also
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just experience, of thinking about money, appreciating money, falling in
Yeah.
love with it from a new narrative and a new perspective, doing this in group, right? When you start seeing the experiences of the people and you get excited, it creates the perfect environment for a transformation. And then because your focus is there, then your environment starts reflecting that back to you and you start seeing more money in your life. So I can tell you that all my participants who have completed the journey, they have all created abundance,
Mm,
small or big amounts,
right.
doesn't matter, but everyone has had feedback from the environment that their internal change had an effect in
Mm-hmm.
their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah. Wonderful. So who is this for and how can they join?
Well, I really like this journey, or I love going through this journey together with purpose-driven women that they want to build impactful businesses, but so that somehow they have the money pressure, because I know that when the money pressure goes away, they will become incredibly powerful. I want to see their medicine in the world. I want to
Mhm.
see them being these amazing coaches, healers, uh, consultants, whoever has this desire to improve someone else's life and still feel constrained by the fears around money. I would love to be part of their journeys to let go of that so they can truly bring their medicine to the world. So purpose-driven
Yeah.
women, most of them tend to be, business owners, but if you don't have a business, really, we don't touch more on business. It's only one bonus class. So I have people join that don't have businesses, but they just want more abundance in their lives and to live more freely. So that will be also for them. And then they
Yeah.
can join or on my website, www.itzellerma.com, or on my Instagram, there's the link in bio.
Wonderful. And we'll put those links under wherever we post
Whatever.
things.
Exactly.
So great. So thank you so much for this conversation. I love how you frame money as not something we chase, something external, but more like an inner game and an inner, like a mindset of abundance. And for everyone who watched this, if this conversation resonated with you, I encourage you to check out It's Elle's challenge through her Instagram profile, Instagram bio, or on her website. And if you do end up signing up, you can use the code uncaged88, and that will give you the original price, because the price increases every week, right? Until the
Correct.
game starts, which is 11th of the 11th. So 11/11, not a coincidence.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence, it's a magical
Yeah.
number. And I really want to encourage people to step into it right now, because we have already started in our private group. The energy is ready, the lessons are already being dropped. So if you're ready to tap into this energy, you can do it right away.
Yeah, we can start right away. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.